Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, That Conversation with Repinya. And tonight I'm going to be reviewing Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 10. Okay, so right now we're going to be going over the three categories. Librarian Award, I'm going to give it to no one, because I don't think anyone, wait a minute, I'm gonna give it to Kenya. I'm gonna give it to Kenya because there is the last part of this episode where Kenya kindly and in a classy way reads Marlo. So I'm gonna definitely give the Librarian Award to Kenya. Layden Slade, who was Layden Slade on this video? I'm going to give it to Candy because in one of her confessional looks I really liked a lot. So I'm going to give Candy Layden Slade an MVP. I'm going to give it to Kenya. I'm going to give MVP to Kenya. That's what I'm going to do. So the episode starts off super cute. We see Candy and Kenya having a play date at Boomerang's with Baby Blazy and Baby Brookie. It was cute. It was a cute way to start off an episode with the girls and the babies. I thought it was super cute. And we see that Brooklyn is kind of being like a big sister to Blaze. And Blaze is so cute. Brooklyn's so cute. Their kids are just like them. So they're at Boomerangs, and the cutest part was when Brooklyn shared her popcorn with Blaze. It was cute, and they're good girls. They're good girls. Candy was saying that it was really nice to see Kenya, because Kenya wanted a kid just to see that Kenya has Brooklyn, and that they're kind of like raising their kids together and are able to have play dates. It was super cool and cute. So while they're there, Candy kind of brings up Marlo. She tells Kenya that Marlo kicked the nephews out. Oh, that was kind of crazy for Candy to let Kenya know that, knowing that Kenya and Marlo are like on bad terms. So I don't know, that was kind of strange. So then Kenya, she starts talking about like the issues that she's having with getting her products shipped, because she deals with China. So kind of getting her products and getting shipping over here into her products in the stores and stuff like that. She was having issues, and that she need to hire a team. So Candy, she's so nice. She's so business minded. She immediately asked Kenya what it is she needed, but Kenya had already taken some steps. I think she hired a CFO and also started hiring a team so she can start getting her products shipped and working locally, so she doesn't run into these problems. But she was letting Candy know that she was stressed out dealing with stuff like that. And then she didn't want to talk about Marlo. She don't really care, because Candy was just asking Kenya not to let Marlo deter her from what she needs to do and hanging out with the girls. But Kenya, she's not worried about Marlo. She said she's not worried about Marlo. And she was like, come on, let's just go have fun with the kids. And so they get up and they go. Kenya gets up and start playing with the kids. So that was kind of a cute scene. So next, we see Candy packing for the trip because Marlo is taking the ladies to Blue Ridge to a cabin to have a girls trip. And we see that Candy is packing for the trip, and she really doesn't know what to pack. So she calls Marlo. At that time, Candy lets Marlo know that Kenya's not coming on the trip. So Marlo kind of plays it off, kind of looks shocked, but then she plays it off like, I think we'll do just fine without Kenya on the trip. But Marlo, it's written all over your face. You're pressed. I saw it. So you can clearly see that Marlo was pressed. Like she couldn't even hide it. It's written all over your face, Marlo. Like, stop. She was upset. It's weird because she just couldn't hide it. So in the next scene, we see that Marlo's sister, Crystal, comes over to visit her at Marlo's place. And Marlo is in the nephew's room, I guess cleaning or whatever. Marlo's making sure that she's filming in this messy, messy room. I would never. I don't know why she did that, but she had Crystal, her little sister, come in the room. And so, she was letting her know how the boys have been acting up and how, she's just kind of like stressed out a little bit. And she showed Crystal where one of the boys punched a hole in the wall. So she was just talking to her sister and was just like letting her know that they haven't been listening. They have not been listening, and it's just been rough. And Marlo is saying that she just needs a break. She kind of needs a break. So her sister Crystal is supportive, and she's on board. She's going to take the boys for 30 days and give Marlo some time to regroup and stuff like that. Marlo did say that she's going to financially support and the nephews, or give Crystal money, while the boys are in her care. We find out that her sister has 4 children and she lives in a 2-bedroom apartment. So I don't see how that's gonna work, but Crystal's nice. She's on board with it, and I'm just glad that Crystal is there, to kind of help Marlo. I don't know. But what I did like about Crystal did tell Marlo that she told her that she needs to watch what she says, like saying stuff like she doesn't want the boys there anymore, or stuff like that. That might be too much. Like, they don't need to hear stuff like that because they've already gone through a lot of stuff and they've heard all that before, and with their upbringing they've dealt with that. So she needs to kind of watch what she says. And I really like Crystal. I really like Marlo's sister. She stepped in, even in her situation she stepped in, so that was kind of cool. So now we get to the trip, and Marlo, she rents a couple of vehicles. So Marlo, Sheree are going to be riding in one vehicle. Very nice luxury vehicles. And then Candy, Drew, and Manetta, Candy's good friend, is going up. So those 3 ride in another vehicle. Very high-end luxury car. So nice. And we see that Marlo had some food delivered. So before they go up on their trip, someone drops food off from OLG, from Candy's restaurant. So Candy thought that was really cool that Marlo did that. So as Candy, Manetta, and Drew get in the car, and Candy opens up her wings because she had some wings, she starts eating. The driver lets Candy know you can't eat in this car. So you don't mess with Candy's food. That's what you're not gonna do. So Candy politely got out of the car and was like, you know what, we'll head up late because I'm getting ready to eat. So the ladies walk up the hill, back up the hill, and they sit down and they have their wings. After that, they get back in the car and they start driving up to Blue Ridge. So they head up to Blue Ridge, but Candy calls Marlo and asks her, why would you rent a car knowing that we can't eat in the car? You rent a car, but they say we can't eat in the car. So Marlo was like, oh, I'm sorry. She apologizes, but she does let them know that she doesn't allow anyone to eat in her car either. So they get to the cabin mansion, and it was beautiful. It was laid out. The decor was beautiful. All of the aesthetic around it was nice. It was landscaped. It was beautiful. So that wasn't like a cabin. That wasn't like a cabin like you think a small cabin. It was a huge, beautiful mansion. And Marlo definitely laid out the red carpet for the girls. She had them driven up in style, and where they're going to be staying was a really, really nice location. So, as per usual, there's a game that the ladies have to play to pick a room. So Marlo, she creates these candle fragrances, and she puts descriptions on each one. And so the ladies, she's gonna read the description of the candle, and the ladies have to pick what fragrance is referencing what lady. So the first one Marlo reads is, it smells like delusion and devotion. So Candy picks Kenya, and so that was the right one. So Candy gets to run and pick her room first, so she picks her room. So the second description was, it smells like good vibes and gossip. And Manetta said, that's Candy. So of course that was the right answer. So Manetta, she went and picked her room, and so on and so forth. So everyone ends up picking the room. Drew picked her room last. But all the rooms were nice in the house, so it really didn't matter what room they had, because I feel like every room in the home was going to be nice. So after that, everyone gets their room. Marlo lets the ladies know that they don't have very much time, and that they're going to be going to dinner, so they're going to need to sponge off quick, do like a really quick sponge off. She said something else, but I'm just going to call it a quick sponge off. The ladies head on over to the restaurant to dinner. So the ladies get to the restaurant, and they sit down, and Candy asks Marlo, how long are the boys going to be gone? And then Marlo just lets them know that it's going to be for 30 days. And she's just kind of explaining how she kind of feels like she just kind of needed a break, and she was a little bit frustrated. And so, you know, all the ladies were chiming in. And then they saw a group of Caucasian women at another table. So the ladies were like, hey, saying hi to them. And the ladies kind of saw that they were filming. And it was cool how the ladies was like, oh, you could tell they were excited. Like, oh, we're going to be on TV. So they were talking to them. And Marlo was letting us know that the locals are really nice down there. So this must be a place that Marlo frequents. So she was letting everyone know that the people in this town are really super nice. So I thought that was really cute. Next, Drew kind of brings up Sonia and starts talking again about Sonia trying to shade them, saying that they're not busy, and it's just the wrong time for that. Drew, it's not the time for that. So then later we see Candy get a call from Kenya, or get a text from Kenya. So Candy gets up and she says, I'm going to go to the restroom. And then she walks down a little bit and she sees Kenya. So then she walks back in with Kenya. And so when Kenya gets into the restaurant, all the ladies are like, hey, Kenya. They're all excited to see Kenya. And you can see Marlo's entire face changed. Like, you can kind of see that she was like, not happy that the girls were excited to see Kenya. It was not like a happy moment for her. So, and I don't know why, because there was a chance that, like, you knew originally that you invited Kenya, so there was a chance that Kenya was going to be coming. So I don't know why it would kind of like bother Kenya, or bother Marlo, that Kenya actually showed up. I'm not sure. So Kenya sits down and she starts talking about Brooklyn, and so they were asking, like, talking about Brooklyn and saying that she's not going to be staying in the rooms or staying in the home. She's not going to be staying in the home with the ladies. She got another home. She got a separate home because she had gotten the itinerary early. So she went on and got her another home on her own, so her and Brooklyn can stay there. So the lady was like, huh, you're not going to stay? And then Candy was expressing that she wanted them to stay. I mean, she wanted her to stay in the house with them. So Kenya reminded them, like, you know, last time they got upset when, you know, she brought Brooklyn. It was a big old deal. So this time, instead of it being a big deal, she went on and got a house for her in Brooklyn. But Marlo was not happy about this. Marlo was saying, oh, Brooklyn is always welcome to stay, and telling Kenya, like, she needs to, you know, asking Kenya, are you going to stay, you know, in the house? And Kenya was like, no, I'm not going to stay in the house, but she'll still be a part of the experience. She said, I'll still be a part of the experience. But Marlo said, if you're not going to stay in the house, Kenya, then you can't be a part of the experience. Who are you, Marlo? Anyways, so Kenya said, no, I'm not going to be staying in the home, and this is why. So Kenya expresses to Marlo very kindly, she never raised her voice or anything, she expresses to Marlo that, Marlo, you say that you love everybody, but you really don't. And she lets Marlo know that, the way that you show love is like toxic. It's like she acts like she's hurt. So Kenya lets her know that, so Marlo, you say things and then you act like you're really hurt. And bottom line is that she feels like Marlo, the way she loves, is very toxic, and it's not genuine. So Kenya was letting her know, in a very classy way, that she's done. She's not going to fall for that anymore. She's not going to allow Marlo to continue to do that. And so Marlo, she immediately starts this weird, when she starts talking to Kenya, or responding, she was kind of cutting her off. Wouldn't really allow Kenya to finish what she was saying, although Kenya was calm. She was calm, she wasn't raising her voice or anything, and talking real kind to Marlo. Marlo was cutting her off, being rude, and then when she would respond to Kenya, she was saying stuff that just didn't make sense. It wasn't really adding up, and everybody was looking like, Marlo, the delusion is a lot. And Marlo was taking absolutely no accountability for her actions. But you can tell that Marlo, I don't know. She just was acting up. I was kind of just after that, I was kind of done. After Kenya was letting her know how she felt, and I saw that Marlo was acting the way she was, and she started saying real negative things and stuff like that, I just totally tuned out. Then we see Sonya walk in. So Sonya comes in, but I think Sonya came in before that. I think what happened was Sonya had came in before Marlo and Kenya went back and forth. But Sonya came in and she let the ladies know that she's partnering up with IFIT. They invited the ladies to go to Jamaica with them. Expenses fully paid for. So I think she kind of stole a little bit of Marlo's thunder. But I see that Marlo didn't say nothing to her, so I don't know. But yeah, after Marlo started going back and forth and talking crazy again, I just kind of was it just went left. And so that was basically the end of the episode. I think it was a short episode. I don't know, it wasn't that long. So this was episode 10. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. Also, if you do watch Housewives of Atlanta, get down in the comments and let's talk about what you thought of this episode. Who'd you feel that was laid and slayed in this episode, or who you thought the MVP was in this episode? Also, let me know if you think that Marlo is just doing team too much. Is it just me? Get down in the comments and let me know. Bye.